All right, real quick video. I'm not going to talk about the greed because it's everywhere and it's pretty commonplace that once something gets popular, they want to make more money off of it. So what I am going to talk about is the fix. Well, first, actually, let me do this. This is probably what most people are going to fall into the bracket of 500,000 to a million installs. You'll be paying $15,000 a month to Unity. I agree, it's ridiculous. But here's the fix. This is the most important part. Someone wrote on a YouTube video I commented on. It says Unity didn't even tell us how they were going to track those downloads in the first place. I'll tell you because I've had experience with this. So what they do is every time you compile an executable file, that file actually contacts Unity servers. It pings Unity servers in the background very fast. It's only a couple bytes in the background. And believe it or not, Windows Firewall will not prompt you asking you to connect with that compiled executable. It doesn't matter if it's new, it's been modified, whatever. It just does not prompt you. I'm not sure why, but Unity's both their engine pings Unity servers in the background without notification or a prompt, and it also does the same thing with executable files that you compile from your games. It's weird that it doesn't show a prompt, and the only reason why I know that this was happening is because I switched to this program here called Simple Wall by Henry PP, and what it does is it forces a prompt. You turn off Windows Firewall and you turn this on instead, and it all of a sudden just bam, I had a ton of different programs asking me to connect to the internet that I didn't know were connecting automatically in the background because Windows Firewall is a little bit too relaxed for my liking. And also, another thing I wanted to say about Unity's greed. Some people were saying in comments that this was due to some guy from EA taking over the company and it being publicly traded and all this stuff. I just want to give you a quick story. When I started my game, started putting together my game in the engine in 2018, I reached out to Unity themselves for coding help so that I could do the assets. And I don't know if many people are aware of this, but Unity is actually you can contract them for work. So I did. They make you sign an NDA, so I can't go into the specifics of it, but the price that they gave me to do my simple game was ridiculous. It was absolutely insane. Long story short, I didn't use them, and a couple of months later, doing my own code, before I discovered that their editor connects to their servers in the background, I had my code randomly scrambled through my entire project. I saw windows opening, code being scrambled and deleted and chopped up, and just things were getting saved and overwritten, and my editor closed. I thought my computer was freaking out. So what is going on here? The more I looked into it, the more I started asking questions. I found someone that could help me, and they traced the IP of the attack through the Unity editor to Unity's offices. So whoever accessed my project was from Unity within their offices, and destroyed my project. At that time, luckily, I've been working on the game for a while, had it, sort of the assets and everything in pieces. So, I didn't get too far with it, maybe, a couple months, like I said. But yeah, imagine my shock when I found out that the attack came from Unity, the Unity offices themselves. I contacted them, no response. Of course, I'm sure that they would not want to be involved in any sort of, legal, if one of their rogue employees just got a hair up their ass and started acting like a dick. But the crazy thing is, after notifying them of what happened, and trying to email them the evidence, I'm not sure what they ever received or if it ever got through the correct channels or what, a little while later, Unity released a update, a statement on Twitter saying, this was years ago, so it'd be hard for me to pull it up. I'm sure somebody could find it, about how that they patched some kind of vulnerability in their editor that allowed a remote hacker to gain access to the project and all this, blah, blah, blah. So it's pretty amazing that they acknowledged that this was a problem, but did not acknowledge that my entire project was scrambled. So, to me, this whole pricing thing, it's on par with what I've seen from them. I don't trust them. A lot of these companies, once they get big, they start getting stupid ideas that, their personal beliefs, their political beliefs, and their own agendas start getting into their head that, hey, wow, I've got some power. Let me swing my dick around and see what kind of damage I can do. So yeah, this pricing plan and this greed is not surprising to me. But the fix is that anytime you compile an executable, just simply tell your users to block Unity servers at the firewall. You can do it with this application here, Simple Wall, or you can do it with Windows Firewall. You'd have to kind of beef up the security. Honestly, I wouldn't even bother with it because it's kind of a limp dick in the whole system. Windows Firewall is very, very minimal protection. Simple Wall seems to be like a brick wall. You have complete control over everything. So that's all you do, is you tell your users to block your game from the Unity servers. You can open up the host files and block it there, even to where it never pings them at all, and you won't be charged for it. And if they say that this is some sort of legal problem, well, hey, what's the legal ramifications of changing your terms of service when someone purchased your product and all of a sudden you say, well, guess what? All of these things retroactively that you've created, now we're going to charge for them. You have no fucking control over where your game has spread. Maybe you gave it away for free before. It's just bullshit. It's ridiculous. So fuck them. Yeah, that's the fix. Block their servers. They want to play hardball, and fuck them. Anyway, that's it. I hope that's helped somebody. See ya.